This is the B-21 Raider, an American sixth-generation bomber. B-21 from the outside, except that it is a little smaller than the previous B-2. The shape is more concise. It doesn't seem to be much different from B-2. This also makes many people think that B-21 is the shrunken version of B-2. Why do you say so? Because the B-21 cost just over $600 million. The cost of B-2 in the last century, more than $2 billion. The difference between the two before and after is not a star and a half. Of course, it's not just the cost that has shrunk. In the same way, the range is also greatly reduced in the amount of nitrogen. The range of the B-2 is 12,000 kilometers. Smaller B-21 maximum range, reduced to 9,000 kilometers. The most severe shrinkage is the nitrogen content of B-21, from 22.7 tons of B-2 directly to 13.6 tons. See here, do you think Americans spend 30 years just made such a rubbish? Americans are not stupid. B-21 looks like a shrinkage plate of B-2 from the surface. But in terms of ability, it is more powerful than B-2, also more in line with the modern mode of warfare. First of all, in terms of stealth, the radar cross-section of B-2 is equivalent to a net. Size of the ball, the smaller B-21. Radar cross-section is like a bee. It's almost impossible to spot him on radar. The other is the B-21 magazine, from 2 in B-2 to 1, although the B-21's magazine has become smaller, but it can be used for other equipment on the fuselage. Leave a lot of space. One thing to note here, B-21 is low in ammunition, but the power of the bomb is not necessarily small. After all, with the development of technology, bombs are also being miniaturized. Then some people say that B-21 does not fly far away from B-2. To know, the United States has hundreds of military bases overseas. Multiple B-21s can be deployed in any base. In the state of global deployment, B-21 carrying a large fuel tank is redundant. B-21 can be deployed globally. And his new stealth paint? Have a great relationship, everyone knows. B-2's stealth paint is very delicate. Must have a dedicated maintenance team. The plane will also live in a presidential suite with constant temperature and humidity. So B-2 can only be deployed locally. Overseas bases do not have the conditions to deploy B-2. And the stealth paint used by B-21 does not have the above problems. Can be deployed at will globally. These are not the scariest parts of B-21. The scariest thing is B-21 realizes unmanned autonomous driving and manned dual mode. If the B-21 is unmanned, go on a bombing mission, need to inform the location of the target to be hit. The B-21 will automatically plan the flight path, evade enemy air defense networks, and automatically calculate the height of the bomb, etc. Can evade ground air defense networks after dropping bombs, return to base safely. The B-21 is not just a bomber. It is also the dominant component of the entire combat system. Can provide various intelligence to the command center, electronic attacks, and redundant network capabilities.